Tell me about the moment when you realized that you were involved in a retrieval of non-human technology, alien tech.
What did you just tell me?
Listen, man, I tell you that America or the American government or the Pentagon or somebody shoots down a UFO yesterday afternoon or this morning or some shit over Alaska.
It is February 11th. We're just recording this because it could be funny.
We just brewed some coffee and we sit down.
Could be historic.
We're about ready to sit down and play Sonic Frontiers, and I was like, "Hey, America just shoots down an unidentified flying object," and he's like, "No, they did not. That was a weather balloon a week ago." And I said, "No, that was a freaking. They're calling it literally an unidentified flying object, and it happened yesterday." And he said, "What?" And
so now we're gonna find out.
U.S. fighter jet shot down UFO flying over Alaska less than a week after Chinese balloon incident. And then
the United States Air Force were quickly to respond to a UFO the size of a car flying over the northern coast of Alaska.
Size of a car.
So, like, maybe a drone?
In my brain, I
maybe
think
gray aliens?
Something like, I have a small car.
The object was shot out of the sky after being labeled a reasonable threat.
Reasonable threat to civilian aircraft.
Not even a civilian,
several government officials. So they all wrapped around.
Like, this might fall on a thing. Like, this could take down our aircraft. Okay.
Right.
But fighter jets tried to study the object as it flew nearly 40,000 feet in the air and was eventually shot down by an F-22.
Right.
Okay.
So the balloon was hella above that. The Chinese balloon earlier that they're talking about, the alleged Chinese spy balloon, was way above that.
I am of the opinion that the United States would not be if there are alien UFOs, I feel like the United States would not be stupid enough to shoot one down. Now, I can imagine, okay, so UFO's appearance had many online questioning if there's relation to the Chinese balloon that flew over, okay. Because that also came from Alaska and went down to Canada and then went across the U.S. So.
Right.
The aircraft
several times smaller when compared to the Chinese balloon, which was estimated to be several bus sizes. So the balloon was a couple buses. This is the size of a car.
Is that them fishing out the balloon from sea?
What was left of it. Okay. And they said that's going to be like forever before we get that. It'll be 20 years. And they'll say, oh yeah, we're still digging for it. And then the secret to treating lower back pain is finally here.
Oh, good.
Right.
Don't click on Okay, well, hold on. So they're not going to say what it is? Have they recovered it?
No. Not at all. They've done nothing.
So I like to think that if there are aliens, like, and we've seen stuff, man. We've seen the Tic Tac alien. That's a well-known, published thing.
Right.
That's not like something that you have to be a ufologist to think is cool. That's like a well-acknowledged thing, that there is a Tic Tac alien that the U.S. Navy found. It went, whoa! And it outmaneuvered all of the guys. Okay, that's a part of history now. Whether you like it or not, that's a part of history. I feel like we would not be stupid enough to shoot something like that. Like, if it is a genuine, like, alien UFO, I feel like our intel would have some red flags say, no, don't shoot it. Let it just chill. We don't want to freaking beef with the creatures that are observing us like animals in the wild or whatever.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to fire on it first.
And I also feel like if we did fire, we wouldn't shoot it down, because we had that Battle of Los Angeles thing. That's another piece of history that is acknowledged, although there's different interpretations for it. Some vehicle flew over like a military base during World War II. The United States said, oh man, it's Japanese. They shot the ever-living crap out of it, and it flew away completely unharmed. And then we said to the Japanese, was that you guys? After we won, and they said, no. If we had something like that, we would have won.
Yeah, so who, I mean...
And is it anyone? Is it the Germans? No.
So what the heck do you think this is? You think this is nothing?
Well, my point, I don't know.
Shot down a sack of
shit? Let's really sort this out. If we could shoot it...
Sort this out?
If we could shoot it down, it doesn't seem like it would be the Battle of Los Angeles thing.
Right.
Or maybe it's like Goku, where if you shoot him in the back with a ray gun when he's not paying attention, it hurts him. If he's paying attention, it bounces off of him.
But I also don't feel like if there was an alien presence that was hanging about, it would say, hey, look, these guys just shot down a balloon that went on this exact path. You know, the path that we should go on? That exact path, except 40,000 feet lower. It seems
so very Chinese just because they just did a balloon. Or maybe it's someone trying to frame China. Maybe North Korea's like, hey. They'll think it's Chinese. This is our chance.
But don't you think America would be stoked to tell everybody, hey, we just shot down a North Korean Buick LeSabre that was flying about?
Well, unless they have no idea what it is. Maybe it's just some guy's drone. And it was... But they said it posed a risk to aircraft.
Yeah. This is a weird thing.
It's got to have enough mass to pose a risk to an aircraft. Maybe it's some
I don't know, man. A
chicken
chicken can pose a risk to an aircraft. If you throw it at the right angle, at the right trajectory, you could wreck the shit out of an aircraft. Here, put your headphones in. Listen to this dude.
The object was flying at an altitude of 40,000 feet and posed a reasonable threat to the safety of civilian flight. We don't know the origin of the object. Again, we will know more once we're able to potentially recover some of those materials.
Potentially recover.
Well, they shot it with a missile.
Yeah,
It's
but
the
like
size of a car. They might not be able to recover it. They shot your car with a missile. Do you think they'd be able to recover it?
Anytime we detect anything, we're going to, first of all, observe it and then make a decision and take appropriate action. So you have to look at each individual case on its own merits. In this particular case, given the fact that it was operating at an altitude that posed a reasonable threat to civilian air traffic, the determination was made and the president gave the order to take it down.
No. Okay, now I have a conspiracy theory.
Do you think that it would be worse if it was an unreasonable threat
A reasonable threat?
to the civilian airspace?
That is unreasonable. That threat is unreasonable. Yeah, there's
Shoot that shit down immediately.
There's two ways to interpret it. Like a reasonable person wouldn't consider it a threat, or that is unreasonably threatening. It's got 100 nukes on it. Unreasonable. You could blow up America 100 million times with that thing. It's overkill. Here's my conspiracy theory.
Tell us.
He was like, the president gave the order to shoot it down. Joe Biden has been getting complete flack for his absurdly late response to the Chinese weather balloon. They're like, oh, it's...
He just wants to shoot down anything just so he can...
Well, here's my conspiracy theory. We know that the American government constantly lies to its people. We know that MKUltra was a thing. All right, I'm going straight into it. We know that the war in Afghanistan was, or Iraq or whatever the hell, they did not have weapons of mass destruction. Al-Qaeda did not have nukes in a cave.
Right.
We know all this shit. We know that they're constantly lying. We know that the freaking
That was
Hunter
also
Biden...
that we could have our library list observed by the CIA or whatever, right? Wasn't it like, hey, we're going to usher this Freedom Patriot Act?
Oh, yeah, the Patriot Act, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want to check your browsing history.
Yeah.
We know that Hunter Biden's laptop, Hunter Biden has admitted that his laptop is real despite the fact that the intelligence department was like, no, Russians made it out of deep fakes. We know that our government bullshits things
Constantly.
for political ends. Is it possible that they just said that they shot down a thing and they're gonna not ever say what country of origin
They're
it
just
is?
gonna...
I don't know, it could have been anyone. Could have been anyone.
So
Who is
maybe
it?
they just
it's classified for national defense, we're not gonna tell you. And there is nothing that they shot down.
So they shot a Honda Odyssey with a missile. They're going to dump it in the ocean, pull it back out, and be like, wow, here it is. Look
at the smolder of the... Can we examine that neutral third party? Nope, it's classified for national defense.
Absolutely not. Did you see the craziness about that one reporter breaking the thing that America blew up Nord Stream 2?
No, but I mean, we all knew it because America has kind of like winked and nodded and been like, you're welcome.
Freaking nuts. That's like war on all of Europe. I can't imagine.
Do you want to see that? Can we pull that up?
Yeah, here.
Well, you know what to look up. I don't.
I don't know
Hand
what
me
the hell.
Hey, find this thing that I said existed.
We need a Jamie. U.S. blew up Nord Stream pipeline.
Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist noted that the decision to damage the pipeline occurred after more than 9 months of top-secret debates inside Washington intelligence community. Yeah, Joe Biden admitted, he was like, we'll blow it up. And they're like, how will you do that? And he's like, yeah, we'll blow it up.
We'll see for it.
There will be no longer a Nord Stream 2. We will bring an end to it.
How will you do that exactly, since the project and control of the project is within Germany's control?
We will, I promise you, we'll be able to do it.
And then that one lady, like, testifying before Congress or whatever, she's like, you're welcome for blowing up your pipeline. I did that. It's like, oh, did we? No, not officially, but I did that.
Last September, a series of leaks were reported in the Nord Stream...
And Nord Stream 2 pipeline's multi-billion-dollar project.
No. Wait, where does it talk about how they did it and when and how and why?
Why Russia would want to damage its profitable gas pipeline was never apparent. Perhaps only retribution. It's offered for Western support for Ukraine, but they're the ones taking the loss of that. It's not like, I'll blow up Germany's pipeline.
No,
they blew up their own pipeline.
No winners.
No, they obviously didn't blow up their own pipeline. That's the dumbest.
Seymour Hersh claims that September 2022 bombings of the undersea Nord Stream gas pipeline was carried out by the U.S. in a covert operation, according to the findings of his investigation published in Substack. Shout out to Substack. Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist Hersh noted that the decision to damage the pipeline occurred more than 9 months. We already read this shit. Dumb. It'll take place. See, but I want to see how he knows exactly where is he getting this information. Because here's the problem. What are they going to do? How can you investigate a C4 explosion that happened half a year ago?
Ugh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what are they going to do? They're going to just say, hey, Hirsch.
I don't know, man, but like the fact that I really hope that freaking Joe Biden didn't get us into World War III by just being asleep while the U.S. military just did whatever it wanted to.
I mean, it's not going to be just his fault. It's going to be everybody's fault.
Well, it's like the military-industrial complex or whatever. It's like it seems like they just act as their own branch of government, and then like the president gets informed after the fact. Do you think it could have been one of these things?
They were talking about those balloons when Trump was in office. They're like, Trump let 3 of them sail by, and he was like, I didn't know about it.
You know, the f***ed up thing about that is I was looking on Wikipedia, and they were talking about, they said that happened, and they said no source can be given. Not like Wikipedia's usual, no source has been provided, but it was like, they said that the claim is that they can't provide a source. They're like, some official who is an unknown official said that it happened 3 times under Trump's watch. They didn't even say said, they said it happened. They're like, it happened 3 times under Trump watch, and an unknown official has told us this. And then it's like,
what the hell does that mean?
But Trump himself and his whole administration said that it did not happen. It's like, well, it's interesting that, like Wikipedia is taking that as the factual thing. The unknown source is the fact. Anyways.
Oh, did you see this? Elon Musk taking his satellites back. He's like, you guys are harming people with my Starlink? Absolutely not.
You know, I was happy about. Oh my gosh, are we gonna way into Ukraine? Okay,
if you're torrenting some shit, your internet provider's gonna send you a thing that says, hey, stop torrenting shit, and you're gonna go, oh my god.
But what if you're shooting missiles?
Yeah, but
missile they're torrenting.
Yeah, absolutely. We're just gonna send you nationwide coverage of my internet. Oh, it's planet-wide coverage.
Well, okay,
planet-wide
hold
coverage.
On. I mean, they need to be able to missile down missiles to defend their people. But when you shoot a missile into Poland and then blame Russia, that's. They tried to start World War III so that they could get more support to fight Russia. That is period.
I don't know anything about that.
That happened.
I do know
they killed Polish people. The Ukrainians shot the Polish. Do you want me to pull that up?
Yeah.
The Ukrainians shot a missile into Poland and then said, oh, Russia do it. It killed like 3 people. And then we said, oh my gosh, let's actually like make sure that the Russians did this so that we don't have to go to World War III. And we looked at it and it was fucking Ukrainians.
And this is the thing, if
Ukrainian. Okay, obviously they're responding to a threat. They were not the aggressors.
Poland is not a threat to Ukraine.
But they could sort that shit out now. No, I'm saying right. I'm saying there's a right and a wrong way to defend yourself, and that does not seem to me the right way.
Oh Jesus Christ!
May have, yeah, sure. Missile that hit Poland may have been fired by Ukraine. May have, because they don't want to. Ukraine's our guy. We're actively censoring what search results you can find or whatever. So it's like they don't want to admit. The Russian-made missile that landed in Poland, killing 2 people, may have been fired by Ukrainian forces in an attempt to fend off Moscow's latest airstrike. So their thing is Moscow shot missiles, and they said, "Oh, we got to intercept those missiles," and they accidentally killed Polish people in Poland. And then they said,
"That's just the cost of war."
If they did that and said, "Sorry guys, our bad. We were trying to save lives of Ukrainians. Our bad," I would have no problem with it. The problem is that they said the Russians did it. Everyone, whole nation of the world, they're attacking Poland, those bastards. Yeah. And they tried to start a World War III so that they could get more help in fighting Russia. They tried to frame their killing of Polish people.
Yeah, but I
fucked up.
I saw yesterday something about, I think it was Russian missiles going through Romanian airspace to get to Ukraine or something like this. It was definitely not Russia to Ukraine. It was, NATO says, missile that killed 2 likely fired by Ukraine defending against Russian attack. Yikes.
But what they're not saying is that the initial thing for like several days, the Ukrainians were like, no, the Russians did it. They shot that they're attacking Poland because they're power hungry. They want to capture more territory. Yeah. They're attacking Poland now. They're invading Poland like Hitler did.
The one thing
it's like, no, y'all are invading Poland, and
look how far away. How can you be? How the hell?
So Russia goes.
They got the east and the west on the compass,
and then they shot it over here.
Jeez.
Oh yeah, we're totally like intercepting the Russians who are shooting over here at Kyiv. No, why did it land over here? You cheeky. Like what's going on? You could have at least bombed Belarus. Yeah, but that's not as populated.
No, don't bomb anybody.
I'm just saying, make it believable. Oh yeah, they like shot Romania by accident. Fuck off.
Okay, let's play Sonic.
So we shot a UFO. Who knows if we did? It's unknown to us. Yeah. Surely it's not you to everyone.
It's probably even unknown to the FO.
Saturday night, 8 p.m. is that special that you can see here. They've also got some exclusive video of one of these retrievals that's never before been seen. We've also confirmed Barber has met with some high-level Senate staff. So a lot there, and you're going to see all that this weekend.
Wow.